Specters, come to me. Okay, what happened?
Dude, you should have seen it. He just laid down in bed, so I start the lamp flickering. Room goes cold. He goes, is someone there?
Did you grab his feet?
You know I did. Instantly goes fetal. Then I pop out, give him the pay your debts or suffer my ancient curse. He's crying, apologizing. Anyway, you should get the wire soon.
It just came through. Man, how does anyone do shakedowns without ghosts? Specters, come to me. Specters, come to me.
Soldier 35020, we have you surrounded. Put your hands... Wait, it's just a mannequin with a really nice wig.
Hola! It seems you have infiltrated my hideout. I'm currently away, generally being interesting and mysterious. Probably procrastinating on my memoir. But I take your visit seriously. If you are a scorned lover, press 1 to leave a message. If you are here to collect an debt or repossess me for the teeth of your corporations, press 2.
Oh, that's me. Where's the keypad? 2.
You have selected Die in a Screaming Inferno. Adios.
The Coalition turns everything I make into a weapon. Even when I reprogrammed the Digistruct to make us all milkshakes, Captain Suckattack poisoned the juniors with them. I just need to find a way to put the captain out of commission, even if it means taking out his whole squad. Whoa, Harlow, did you really just say that? It's kind of badass, but damn, dark. I guess the Coalition wasn't such a great idea after all.
Ah, to reflect on my many victories. When I think of my greatest battles, the memories begin to flood my mind, and the drums of war beat in my heart. But it's not just that I recall, but the sense, the tastes of war. Blood, and sweat, and tears, and the finality of it all. For when you know this could be your last moment, the senses fire up in a way unlike any other. For a moment, just a moment, your perception shifts, and you truly see yourself for the first time.
Oli, I wonder what you're up to. Is the band still together? I bet they tried replacing you on bass, so you had to beg. Like, really beg. For them to keep you because you got fired from your job for calling out sick too many times. You always thought the next show would be your big break, but it never was. I bet your begging failed. And now you're working retail selling watches to Nepo babies who flash cash to girls you wish you could pull. That would be a terrible life. I hope it's the one you're living.
This is going to be a somber grooming update, guys. We usually have fun here, but we need to be serious. I'd like to take a moment of silence for that beard I was trying to grow. I really thought I was trying to see some progress, but then it came in a little patchy. Do you know what I mean? Just really splotchy, and I'm not a splotch guy. What if people started to think I was? Oh, I'd have to change my name, delete this blog. And then you beautiful people would never get to hear my words of wisdom. So for the good of, quite frankly, mankind, Rafa will remain beardless. Your financial support will mean a great deal during this troubling time.
Introducing the Life Hack. This little baby can do it all. It cleans up messes from both kids and pets. Need to pick up a prescription? No, you don't. The Life Hack is already en route and picking up your favorite snacks on the way back. Have a call you really don't want to make?
Life Hack gives you emotional support and will tell you what a great job you did as soon as you hang up. And since it's made of recyclable material and has a solar-powered battery, everyone can afford it. So, what do you think? Uh-huh. Oh. You want it to write and draw for you? I mean, isn't that something you want to do for yourself? No? Oh. Okay. I'm hanging up now.
Too oft we take our virgin breath from skies that do not know our names. They know the Grave Ward, the Serpent, the Devourer. They will know more names anon, but there is no room on the parchment for ours. Yet we know the name of the sky, for it belongs to us. It did once, and it will again. Only they stand in our way. But they will not stand long. This I know. This I swear. Be it with my final ragged breath, I will taste my air again. And the sky will know my name.
Susie, would you love me if I was a thresher worm?
What are you talking about, Joey?
It's a thing the kids are doing. I don't know. Seemed fun.
Well, you'd need a place to stay. I think I'd keep you away from the roses since you always prick yourself on them. Wait, in this scenario, were you ever a human? Doesn't matter. You find a way to prick yourself anyway. Now, after you get settled, I deal with those birds. Don't want them snatching you up. I think a heat-seeking laser mesh would work. You can come and go as you please since you'd be cold-blooded, and those birds would just need a little bit of seasoning to be ready for dinner. Might need to get you some tunnels, too. I've never fired armor-piercing rounds into the ground, but if you can take down a mech, I'm sure it can give you plenty of holes to get your squirms in. So to answer your question, of course I would, Joey. But I'd need a few weeks to prep your new habitat.
I was gonna carry you around in my pocket.
Oh, that's 'cause you know how cold I get at night. Oh, thank you, Joey. Always so thoughtful.
I feel like I'm never gonna get the promotion I deserve. I may as well be a drone for all the attention my superiors pay me. My armor has never been shinier. I've never broken a regulation. I beat 3 times the required number of prisoners. My arm aches from all the beating. Still, nothing. Maybe I'm just not cut out to be a commander. Maybe I'll never be oppressive enough.
All right. It took time, elbow grease, and a whole lot of microfiber cloths. But, yeah, the lab's all cleaned up and ready for new volunteers. Just in time, too. I'm kind of burning out doing all this on my own. So clenched. Feels like my shoulders welded themselves to my neck. But that's all gonna change, and I think I know where I messed up with the volunteers last time. Not enough benefits. But I've cracked the solution. Weekly trivia night. Between that and the fun new font, this isn't just some boring unpaid job. It's a cool unpaid job. Just gotta wait for them to arrive any second now. It's gonna be big.
There the asshole little furball is. The Marquis du Croissant. What's that, my liege? You like to piss in the neighbor's potted vegetables, my liege? Even though we're in a food shortage and your radioactive wee-wees killed my crops for the last 3 years? Sure! It's not like we're starving here. Let's go hungry for a mangy little... Huh! Wait! The thresher's back! Yes! Get him! Eat him up! Save my plants! To the left! 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 No! You had one job!
I haven't spoken to my little brother Connor in over a month. I know, Ascension is no joke. The Timekeeper has a lot to oversee up there, and not enough eyes to help. But he said he'd call home. I just don't want him overworking himself. It's not like he's got anything to prove anymore. Anyway, I've included his description and comms channel below. Please let me know if you see him.
All right, Rika, you win. I am a wreck without you. Abby, the apartment's falling apart, the cat's missing. Every night I hear gunshots outside. Actually, forget that part. What's important is that I'm sorry. I get being mad at me, but what? Now that you've ascended, you forgot your friends too? Everyone's been trying to reach you, to tell you I didn't know what I had till you were gone. Come home, okay? We can still figure this out.
Well, hello, Jared. Just wanted to check in on your progress. You've been running in a square for some time now. I thought you should know that you've got about a minute left on the clock. So, plenty of time to get through the maze. But, well, it's just us pals hanging out and all that jazz. I just wanted to thank you. See, I had too much respect for the people of Kairos until I met you. When I made that advertisement for a no escape room, I thought it was heavy-handed. Why would anyone willingly trap themselves in a locked room? In a sewer? Here you are, a proof of concept. Oh, would you look at the time? It seems you've lost the game. And mine's just begun.
I'm not like a CEO. You don't have to be all, yes, sir, right away, sir. Gross. I'm your boss, but we're a family here, so I'm more like the company's mom. A cool mom. Even better, I'm the hot young step-milf of this whole... hey, I need more TP in here, pronto. Hey, are you listening? Where's my toilet paper guy? What's his name? Big blank... Beckford! Hey, Beckford! I need that buttersoft 4-ply priority 1. TP ASAP, Becky! Huh. I'm not leaving my throne with a dirty ass, Bex. Do you have any idea how much you're costing the company? This is the most expensive shit ever shat, and it's not just coming out of my ass. It's coming out of your paycheck.
One day soon, the Timekeeper will welcome me with open arms. Oh, to be embraced by eternity himself. As long as I fulfill his every need, keep his perfect order, he will surely call me into his circle of trust. Still, gifting him this world's greatest overlord mug could give him a little extra nudge. It's not a bribe. It's a token of admiration. Oh, you will win his heart in the end. Glory to the ever-kept.
If you're hearing this right now, that means I finally launched my space mech into the cold void of freedom. But this thing ain't exactly a hatchback. Not a lot of cargo room. I'm leaving my stuff behind. And my loss is your gain. If you can prove you're worthy, that is... First, you gotta stand on the place where I get my Z's. Why? Because I said so. Then shoot the secret switch above the big X. And all will be revealed. Now, I bet you're like, Max, what big X? I don't see a big X. Open your mind, man. What is an X if not two long things crossed at the center? Hee-hee. You'll figure it out. As for me, I'll be, well, in space. started out great. Work has been nuts lately, so I really needed it. But then I got a call from my manager at the Ordinite mine. Apparently, my workers were slowing things down and crying, "Safety," again. So I put a call into the Order to straighten things out. The next morning, I got another call from the manager. This time, she said I'm down 7 workers, permanently. One of them showed up to work armed, and the Order didn't like that very much. Anyway, I had to cancel the rest of the trip, because everyone's going to be gossiping about this, and I just can't deal with that right now. At least the director gave me the rest of the week off to let things cool down.
All right, new guy. Search and seizure campaign rebrand. What do you got? Pitch me.
Order search on your property? Follow instructions or risk death by lethal injection.
No, we want them to comply, not panic. Be gentle, hold their hand.
Okay. How about order search on your home or business? Staying safe is as easy as ABC.
Yes. Now break it down. Digestible chunks they can't argue with.
A, act respectfully. Say, "Thank you, sir." B, bandages. Keep a med kit in case of an misunderstanding. C, clear out. Don't return for at least 3 months.
Hand it on don't return, and I think we've got it.
A pleasure to finally meet you, Commander Callis. The Timekeeper speaks very highly of you.
Odd. You speak to him enough to have heard about me, yet he's never mentioned you. Not once.
By request, I prefer to keep a low profile. Social anxiety, let's call it. Now, please sit. I have been working on some experimental bolt improvements. The Timekeeper believes you are the prime candidate for these upgrades. Bold, strong, fearless.
I am all those things and more. I've been assured this will make me unstoppable on the battlefield. How? What will make this bolt so different?
I'm going to inject your bolt with a rare element. So rare, your bolt will be the only one on Kairos to contain it. For now.
What is it?
It's called Iridium.
So, Carl, what's troubling you?
I can't shake this feeling something terrible's going to happen like before.
Let's dig into that. What happened before?
The crackening, the whole moon was shaking, Ozgen blackouts, the water riots. Then there was the Lost Legion, Zarpedon's army. Barely even human.
Anything else?
And the Vault Hunters. There's always something. Doc, we're not supposed to be here.
Carl, I understand. You've been through a lot. Elpis has been through a lot. But be rational. The most recent seismological survey says we're not due for even a minor quake for decades. The Lost Legion and Zarpedon are gone, and as for Vault Hunters, well, the one vault on Elpis was opened and looted years ago. It's nothing more than a curiosity for tourists now. I promise you, there's no impending global disaster. Relax. Have you considered recreational drugs? I can prescribe something.
Wait, what's that? In the sky, that purple light! Oh, not again.
I'm recording this now because I've worked with these jerky mercs for all of 1 day, and I just know we're gonna end up doing a bunch of cool stuff. And everyone's gonna say, "Wow, those other 3 look so cool. What's Claptrap doing there? I bet he didn't do anything." And I just want to say, I totally did, so you can all cram it up your cramming port. I did everything. Who do you think was rolling around cool as a cryo cucumber while those meatbags were all, "There's no atmosphere"? Me, baby. And when Zarpedon showed up and everyone was like, "Oh no, a bunch of humans have been corrupted by Iridian stuff. Again." Who was the first to start blasting? Claptrap. And who do you think it was who helped Jack override a sentient AI against her will and replace her with a merciless killing machine? Alright, so when I say that part out loud, okay, well, to be fair, Lilith and Roland helped. Shoot, how do I... Where's the delete button? Why did Dahl not put any editing features on this recording device? Woe is me! The Timekeeper is an evil despot who controls every wake which hope is just around the corner. And the name of that hope? The Crimson Resistance, the hip new offshoot of Pandora's galactically famous Crimson Raiders, which has been kicking ass and saving asses for years. And Kairos is full of ass. But I can't shoulder all that responsibility myself. I'm just one heroic robot, and I don't even have shoulders. Just flaps. So join the Crimson Resistance, because without us, you're dead.
Reminder! Our new weapon is designed to eat through flesh, not metal. Keep using them on hardened or mechanized targets, and I'll give you a personal demonstration of just how hungry they can get. Attention! Targets of Locust weapon attacks are to be referred to solely as targets, not melted, not flesh-eaten, not leftovers, not skellies, and definitely not civilians. Targets, alright? Stop dropping Locust canisters, people! Safety regulations clearly state that a minimum of 3 workers is needed for transport. I don't care if you can't find a third, ask sanitation for a hand. I'm sure they'd rather help you lift than mop you into the drain.
You seem distracted today.
When I told you the citizens would be more compliant if they see a more human side to you, I didn't mean you should begin performing psychoanalysis.
A deflection. You are distracted. But you can set it aside. I've solved the problem.
Which problem?
Those pets of yours? The ones you've been keeping in the relief sector.
The children were sick. I needed more time. It was only temporary while I researched a cure.
You gave them a gift that wasn't yours to give. I alone decide who persists. The future is bright, Zadra. Do not allow someone to pull your focus from it again.
With a handful of echo devices taped together and a few sharpened farm implements, these so-called outbounders have convinced themselves they can take on the Order's armed forces and escape off-planet. It's only through Saul's sycophantic incompetence and the far greater threat Callus poses in Carcadia that they haven't already been obliterated. At this rate, the citizens of Kairos will get themselves all killed before I can free a single one. You have to do it.
Look, I'm flattered, Conway. I really am, but I'm not the right choice.
Everyone else disagrees. Myself included. You're not saying we're all wrong, right?
Well, I mean, no, but...
You got us through the Cataclysm rush. Your hand reached out to those trapped and pulled them free. Your smiling face kept them in good spirits as they healed.
I wasn't the only person helping.
No, but you were the one we looked to. The one we're still looking to now. Nobody is saying you have to be perfect. You just have to be you.
Then I guess I better get baking. Can't have people listening to my first speech with empty stomachs. I'd heard stories of vault hunters on Kairos. Zeke, or Zonk, or something like that. But I didn't think I'd ever meet one. Let alone that they come right to us when we needed help the most. I was going to say they weren't what I expected, but I realized I hadn't even formed expectations. Conway seemed impressed, but I'm not sure that's saying much. Still, there was something about him. A lack of fear, maybe? An abundance of confidence? I'm not sure. Whatever it was, I believed it. And I found myself drawn to them. Does being a Vault Hunter make you this way? Or do people with those qualities just gravitate toward becoming one? Not that it matters. What does is they're on our side, and that's a good thing. I hope.
You're lucky you weren't hurt. The next time you get a message like that, you tell me first and I'll verify its validity. You're far too trusting, Rush.
That's impossible. There's no such thing as too trusting.
What do you... Of course there is.
Nuh-uh.
Well, that is not a proper defense of your point. You can't just say nuh and expect to win an argument.
Uh-huh.
Oh, Did Conway put you up to this? They did, didn't they? Conway! Conway!
Ha! They were right. That worked. Oh, another message. I won? This is my lucky day. I better freshen up and head on over.
I could pull off a Quinn, or maybe like Raven. Hayes sounds no. Oh, why is it so hard?
Registration requires first name.
Yeah, I heard you the last 4 times. You don't get it. Not only did I actually leave Crusher behind, but I have these cool, freaky powers now. Killing the old me requires a new name, and it has to be perfect.
The most popular female name in the 6 galaxies is currently Blessica.
Then the 6 galaxies have more issues than I thought. Ugh, okay, who am I? I'm a hot and powerful force of nature with perfect taste in music and just the right amount of dark mystique. I have a ghost army, sick tattoos, and the only thing I'm missing is a damn cool name.
User is showing signs of vexation.
Ugh, you know what, fine. Just put in Blessica. Wait, no, what did you say?
Hola, my exos. Tell me if this sounds familiar. There you are, in the middle of total chaos, down to the last bullet in your chamber. But what's this? A red dot on your chest? I know! The sniper who you've had some weird won't intention with has you cornered. And your hair is a mess! Just truly awful. It's all sweaty and sticking to your forehead. Honestly, it would be better to be shot. But no longer. With Rafa's patented coconut ceramic styling foam, you two can look like me. Effortless and unapproachable. It's so easy you can apply it during your morning ambush and just keep going throughout your day. Use offer code Rafa Shot Me at checkout.
I do not pray as others do. My worship takes a different form. My knees were not designed to kneel. My lips to praise, my hands to heal. I seek a god unknown, unsworn. To her, I pledge the wicked, until I rasp my dying breath. My steel shall feast on raging souls, her altars laid with damned hides, with liars' tongues and more besides. I carve for her a brimming bowl, and fill it with the wicked.
Get them away from me!
Oh, really? Because I'm pretty sure I heard you say, "Sweetheart, there's no such thing as ghosts." And something about shooting my kneecaps.
That was before I knew you were a witch!
Oh, I'm nothing to be scared of. But these specters, hungry for kneecaps. They just love the crunch. I think the only thing that they'd like more is the combination to this safe.
Take it! Just stop haunting me!
Good boy. Oh, and when people come around asking who jacked your stuff and shot off your kneecap, you tell them it was Vex.
But you didn't.
Where am I?
Soldier 35020. Glad to see you're still with us. How do you feel?
Where are my legs?
They're around here somewhere. Your immune system started to reject the dead frame's artificial muscle fibers, and we had to pick our new soldier or all his bits and bobs. I'm sure you understand. Now, stand for me.
Oh, yeah. I thought it'd be heavier. So, with this, I can go off-world?
You'll go wherever Tedior needs you. And if you don't, our IP protection detonator will make sure everyone gets a piece of that pretty face.
You think I'm pretty? Am I picking up some vibes? Hey, where are you going? Oh, so only you can do gallows humor? That's not fair.
We were huddled in our rooms, lights off, alarms blaring, sprinklers drenching everything. And suddenly, the door slams open. And I look up to see the most badass woman who ever set foot on a coalition ship stomp into the room. Anti-grav device thrumming, fire at her back. I couldn't hear what she said. It didn't matter. Everything about her screamed, "You're gonna be okay." Harlow, wherever you are, thank you.
I broke off a piece of the stone. Forgive me, Malcolm. I wanted to keep a part of you with me, and I'm not sure how long I'll be gone. But that's why I'm recording this, so at least a part of me won't miss the important days. The solstice. You and my sister would fight about who would get to host. You never won, bless her, but your desserts were the better. Oh, and your birthday. You never wanted anything. I could never find a gift that was worthy of you. But I tried. I really did try. I'll pay those monsters back, Malcolm. One by one. Goodbye, love.
This is prisoner 437011-K. They don't let us use our names, or else they make us do bad things to ourselves. As part of my re-education, I'm required to log daily attestations to demonstrate remorse, so log 1019. I, prisoner 437011-K, do hereby acknowledge and affirm my guilt. I understand that the Order alone keeps Kairos alive. I understand that Kairos' survival is paramount to the survival of the universe. I understand that by placing my selfish intentions above those of the Order, I threaten the Order and therefore all life throughout the universe. I regret my actions and sincerely repent for walking on grass without authorization. I swear to never make the same mistake, nor any other mistake, knowingly or otherwise. End of log.
Dear Claptrap Diary, I just started a writing class, and I think I found my true calling. My first assignment was to read the start of a story and write my own ending. The story was about some dumb kid who gets stuck up in a tree, but he has a dog that was trained to get help. Now, you may think the best ending is to have the dog save the boy. No, that's cliche. And me recycle a tired old cliche? That's impossible. So, I ended the story like this. The dog ran off and got hit by a car. Then, the car skidded into a fireworks stand and exploded, which reminded the boy he was wearing rocket boots. So, the boy flew down and hired a lawyer, and they sued the tree for emotional distress. The end. Pretty good, huh? Writing is so easy. If you think about it, talking is really just writing with your mouth, and I'm great at that. The world is truly lucky to have me.
I don't know if I'm cut out for this. Sure, the protein bar recipe is coming along, which will be a nice morale booster, but that'll fade. And yeah, I can tell them day after day that we're gonna leave Kairos behind, but will hope be enough? It's so easy to give, but how long can it really last? It's been years since the Cataclysm. Years since we banded together as the Outbounders. I truly believe we'll reach our goal, but I need to find a way to make them believe it too. I need them to know I'd give everything to turn their hope into reality. Has it been easy? No, it's never been easy. Hell, it might never get... No, that's not great. Easy. Easy. But who would ever want... No, we all would. Obviously. Okay, nothing worth having is easy. Oh, there we go. Nothing worth having is easy. But if we're something, then something else, and we can something together. And then, yeah, okay, so just fill in the blanks, which happen to be the most important part of the entire speech, and I'll be good. Damn, my brain's really not working today. Maybe a snack and a really quick 2-hour workout will help.
I left Malawan so I could own my ideas. Every new device, every upgrade, every law of physics I broke for them, that's all theirs now. So coming to the Coalition felt like a scientist's dream. Free exchange of knowledge, co-development of bleeding-edge technology with no concern for patent ownership. I've had this side project going just for me. The happy helper. Cute little orb. Toss it in the air, and it scans for low vital signs, and auto-deploys healing kits to allies in the field. Cool, right? Well, today I was looking at the upcoming Coalition production pipeline. And then I see it. The HH2. Cute little orb. Scans for low vital signs, and then it deploys a lethal dose of radiation to anyone it finds. I was really feeling good about this place.
They rode a wild horn into the grinder? Oh, I told them it would be a mistake to not let synths run that plant. It's just a shame that the one person I can say I told you so to would kill me for uttering the words. Okay, well, at least it's not like the... Oh, no. They were already processed and sent to Dominion before they were able to shut down the tubes? I knew something bad would happen with those one day. Why won't anyone ever listen to me? Those tubes were created for one thing, transporting people. Live ones. Not food, not ordinite, people! But they shut down all travel to and from the city and refused to build new pipes. And look where that's gotten us. Ugh. I really don't feel like dealing with this today. What if this report just disappeared? It's not like they'll be able to tell the difference between human and wild horde meat, especially if it was just, oh, okay, it was more than one body. Even so, it's fine. I'm sure it'll be fine.
I had the unfortunate experience of meeting an incredibly talkative bot today. Some trapezoidal, one-wheeled contraption with a tool belt that no sensible inventor would design. I've already forgotten his name, which is surprising based on how many times he felt the need to say it. Whoever built and programmed him clearly had some deep-seated issues. I can't imagine a single reason to create a bot with such a personality. Erratic, manic, depressed. To be honest, I'm not sure how I feel about him, only that he was a lot. Still, meeting him did give me an idea or two about my own creations. Namely, always include a kill switch.
Congratulations, newbie. You just got stationed at the most boring outpost on Kairos. Ever since Lictor turned on his own people and quashed their little rebellion, the Augurs have mostly kept to themselves. They just mine away at their precious mountain, dull as paint. My advice, make sure you got a lot of Echocast downloaded to your device.
You heard me. I want full surveillance on the Timekeeper at all times.
But, sir, the penalty for unauthorized...
Lieutenant, I love the Timekeeper. You love the Timekeeper. That will never change. But should the Timekeeper ever decide that we are not worthy of his love, well, I'd like to know that before he lets me know himself, wouldn't you?
Of course, sir. Present your identification.
Of course. Let me just...
Suspect taking a hostile tone of voice.
Not at all. Here, my ID is right.
Suspect thrusting an unidentified object.
What? No!
False alarm. ID confirmed. You may pass, citizen.
Authors. Keep your head down. No body modding. You start trouble, we end it. To be an augur is to be part of the family. But Vile Lictor used to be family too. We're not gonna make that mistake again.
Reminder to use Class 3 gloves at all times when handling Iridium, and Class 4 helmets. For Night, you need Class 7 gloves and a Class 1 helmet, plus 2 pairs of Class 17 boxer briefs. That last one's not in the regulation book, but let's just say I know a guy who learned it the hard way. Or the not-so-hard way. Do not touch anything here, got it? You touch something, the temperature changes. The temperature changes, the Iridium loses stability. The Iridium loses stability, it decays. It decays, Vile Lictor turns you into a human smoothie. Don't want to get goopy? Don't touch shit. Effective immediately, this mine is to shut down all operations. You have consistently failed to meet your quotas, even after deploying advanced motivation techniques. All miners will be remanded to Vile Lictor's custody. Now, take comfort in knowing your mortal bodies, while inadequate for labor, will provide useful protein to our brilliant leader. Do not touch anything here, got it? You touch something, the temperature changes. The temperature changes, the Iridium loses stability. The Iridium loses stability, it decays. It decays, Vile Lictor turns you into a human smoothie. Don't want to get goopy? Don't touch shit.
Our first strike will be to close off the untapped Ordinite shafts. Our stockpile of charges is sparse, but with some creativity and more than...
This mine is to be seized and put under order control by Commando. Acting Governor Lictor. Lay down your weapons.
Hellfire. It seems my luck has run dry.
We're hit! Everyone to the pods! I'll hold us steady until you're clear. Go! Go! I'll be right behind you. Crimson Raiders, if you can hear this, we found Elpis. I repeat, we found Elpis. But we found trouble too. Sanctuary's going down. Now the rest of our team ejected safely. I'm in for a rough landing though. This tiger still has some lives yet, but just in case. Separate shampoo and conditioner, Mose. The time saved isn't worth it. Hold on tight, Hermes. This is it! Okay. Breathe in. Breathe out. Focus. No. No punching. Not thinking about punching. I'm emptying my mind. Which shades everything about this. Okay, I'm calm. I'm centered. I am communing with my siren sisters. Oh, and I want to scream. I want to get up, find someone to scream at, and then pummel their ugly face. But I won't. Because I'm creating a space that... a space that is peaceful, I guess. Oh, that sounds awful. Wait. Emptying my mind. I think I can hear them talking to me. My sisters. They're saying... This is stupid. You don't have to do it. Oh, you're right, ladies. This is stupid, and I don't want to do it. So I'm not going to. Wow. What a powerful experience. Man, I am so good at meditating. Good news, Hermes. Ava left me a list of instructions on how to take care of you properly during this pet sitting experiment. Let's see what we've got here. All right, first, refresh water bowl every 2 hours. He's got a sensitive tummy.
Easy enough. If he isn't eating, he might just be in his feelings. Dumping a bunch of water on a dead critter will usually do the trick. Ah, so you prefer wet food then? That makes sense. If he starts growling and shaking with fear, it's probably just a shadow or a jacket left on the back of a chair. Oh, is this so Hermes? A vault monster is no problem, but a small shadow freaks you out? Adorable. I will allow it. He's prone to zoomies, and it's best to just stay out of his way when that energy hits. He prefers head scratches, but if he likes you, he'll let you pet his belly for nearly 3 seconds. I am not going to pet your belly. Far too risky. She's got about 6 more pages here, but, I think we'll be fine, yeah? We'll figure it out, my friend. Now, who's a hungry boy, huh?
Remember who's in charge here.
There is chaos in the Flatlands. But as it is provided for us, the mountain protected our people from the Invader Moon's greater ravages. The Timekeeper's forces are in disarray. He talks of installing regional governors, a clear violation of Augur sovereignty, when we have delivered on our quotas for centuries. We must assert our independence. The Claves must be united, and I must be careful with whom I conspire. For now, I will only share these notes with my trusted friend, Passionate Lictor. Loud Calder now sits on the Council of Claves, and it is exhausting. What I would give to be deep within a rich vein instead of blathering for hours about bylaws. These politicians worship a sacred law book more than the mountain itself. I could be swaying augurs, readying them for what is to come. Meanwhile, Lictor has been often removed, busy with his research, he says. I doubt it's as important as this, but he suggests otherwise. No matter. At the next council meeting, I will put a stop to this endless talk and rally our Claves to save our people from the Timekeeper's tightening grip. The council has ejected me from the chambers and named me troublesome. They care more for the cushioning beneath their asses than the safety of their own people. I had hoped Lictor could support my causes, but he is nowhere to be found. Clearly, the mining clave must shoulder this burden alone. If I am to be troublesome, Calder, then trouble they shall have.
Man, I just remembered one of the worst jobs I ever took. Some gig for a pencil-pushing Atlas scrub. The job was so stupid. He wanted me to sneak into his work rival's office and rearrange the desk. Like hide the keyboard and put salt in his coffee type shit. Obviously, I took the job because it was easy. But he tried paying me with a 30-day free trial of his new EchoCast. Think! Teachable harmony in neural gizmit. Now that I do think about it, I really should have taken his tongue instead of breaking his hands.
Now, I've gotten some messages lately asking,
Rafa, how can I get skin as clear as yours?
it's dewy yet masculine in a way that makes me want to take up lumberjacking, but still call my mother to make sure she knows she's loved. First off, thank you. That's exactly what I was going for. Second, it's easy. Just get a nemesis. And you can do this by going up to someone annoying and telling them, you're not that funny. Then simply walk away. They'll never recover from your random act of aggressive indifference. After that, you just kick back and laugh at their desperate attempts at revenge. Laughter gets the endorphins flowing, the circulation sends nutrients across the skin, and bam! You're beautiful. Sencillo, no?
I don't get it. I've sent people to space. Heck, I've sent myself to space and handled life support, mission control, emergency repairs. All before I was 16. I have 5 PhDs, a Lifetime Achievement Award. So why can't I get this 3D printer to work? Come on, just work with me here, please. I needed these models an hour ago. Boss is not gonna be happy with me. You know what? No more Miss Nice Harlow. Give me the models or so help me I'll... Oh. Hi, boss. How long you been standing there?
There came a time when a stable boy, one filled with awe and wonder, grew to a man with sword in hand and tore the gods asunder. The vaults they long sought to defend laid bare unto his hand. Their riches fine his pockets line, yet his heart held more demands. The one-time stable boy struck out in search of demons more. For those who reign by death and pain, he promised to his sword. When there were no more gods to kill, no lands left yet to free, he laid down his shield in grassy field, and the warrior he did weep.
Be cool. Be cool. Where is she? She didn't forget, right? No, she's famous. They're always late. I just gotta be cool. Calm. Collected. Super cool.
So, you must be Vex, the latest in our sisterhood. Phase be with you.
Yeah, okay. So, Amara's message said she wanted to show me the ropes. Is she on the way, or...?
Yeah, I'm her, PA. And she wanted you to know she's already here. She's been with you the whole time. Right here.
Lady, you're an inch from my tits and just as close to getting disintegrated.
Okay, so I don't, actually know Amara, but, not everyone gets to meet their heroes, and I really wanted to meet mine. I can't believe you're a real siren. Can you teleport? Fly? Do your tattoos really glow when you're angry?
Oh, you are so about to find out.
Okay, here goes. That frame? Do you copy? Hello? Anybody there? No? I'm alive! Screw you, did your eye! Man, who knew all you needed was a 1 in a million head injury to turn that goddamn thing off? I should have done that right after the install. The kill switch is still in there, but that's tomorrow's problem. Hopefully many tomorrows. As for today, let's see what it's got in store for Rafa.
Damn, the Coalition has everything! Nanoforges, fluorometals, infinite milkshakes at the cafeteria. I feel like I finally found a peaceful place where I can just study and learn and build amazing things and...
Security perimeter breached. Emergency shields activated. Incoming enemy projectiles detected.
Well, at least my aim's still good.
Come here, you... All right. Notice the coloration under her spinal fins? The darker the color, the older the thresher. The deeper the flavor, too. Might be 50 years old, but she's got the fangs of a younger killer. I'm counting at least 3 rows of healthy teeth. Did you know threshers have poor sight and can mistake anything loud for prey? Hence the damage to your craft. Digby Vermouth is a melodic genius, don't get me wrong, but don't play his records in the wilderness. His vocals can attract all sorts.
Whatever! How fast can you get off our ship?
Oh, that depends on how hungry you are. Do we have time for a praise?
Read your TIFF bag yet? I want to show them this recorder I bought.
Not yet. Reg's taking that scout test again, and Tiff went with him to be supportive.
Tell you what, that boy was born to be a scout. In fact, he'd already be one if he'd actually studied before the test instead of screwing around last time.
Now, I know we talked about this, but are you sure you ain't bothered?
I ain't bothered that he wants to be a scout. I just hope he's choosing that path because he wants it and not because... well... because he's ashamed of me.
Get that thought out of your mouth and out of your head. There's nothing shameful about being a miner, and Ridge knows that. You said it yourself. That boy was born to be a scout. You wouldn't change him, and he wouldn't change you. That's a truth strong as mountains.
You're right. I know you're right. Just can't help but wonder, you know? Long as he's happy, though.
Long as he's happy.
Journal entry 15. Finished the test. They said they'll let me know if I can be a scout by the end of the week, but I feel good about it.
Turns out studying for these things ain't such a bad idea, huh?
Okay, Mom.
Hey, I just appreciate my big brother being kind enough to show me what not to do when it's my time to pick a clave.
Think you'll go scout or stick with minor like Mom and Dad? I know Dad wishes I'd be a minor. I just get the feeling like I'm letting him down somehow by wanting to be a scout.
You ain't letting him down at all, and he knows that. Both Mom and Dad just want you to be happy, stupid. Heck, if you want to follow in his footsteps, all you gotta do is be a good man. Because that's what Daddy is more than anything else.
Well, you ain't wrong about that. Man, I sure hope I get this. I feel like I was born to be a scout.
You'll get it. I know you will.
Thanks, Tiff. Let's go home.
Got your message, Calder. I appreciate the consideration, but you ain't got nothing to thank me for. It was the right thing to do, helping you and them augers out. To be honest, I've done enough wrong in my life already. I want to turn over a new leaf and avoid the past that lead to, you know, doom and all that. Besides, I was happy to help. And hey, if you ever find yourself in a tough spot, you know where to reach me. Got a question for you, Calder. I'm looking for a certain kind of individual for a certain kind of job. Remember the situation we talked about last month? The one with the sticky solution? The time's come on that. Whoever this is needs to be discreet, reliable, and not afraid to get their hands dirty. I heard you know someone who might qualify. Someone new in town who's been helping you out. You're the only one I trust with this, so what do you think? Should I reach out to him or find somebody else?
Stellan, you wanted to speak with me in private?
Yes, quickly. Come inside, my cautious friend. You are sure you were not followed?
What is this about? You're worrying me more than usual.
It's about my boy, Ebullient Archer. Lictor has taken him. He intends to keep him as assurance that I do not follow in Divine Calder's footsteps.
And if you do?
Lictor has assured me Archer will be made a most loyal subject. Take heed, Arden. Lictor will come for you next. If you did not give your loyalty willingly, he will force it.
I will remain cautious as ever.
And until my boy is returned, I shall remain joyless.
Clave sisters and brothers, we have been exiled for the crime of defiance. And now vile Lictor is banging at our door. We will give no aid, and Lictor will give us no quarter. It is up to us to protect the relic, and with it, the Augur way of life. I do not fear, my friends. We are miners, used to finding our way through darkness and into light. Used to tireless labors that make us strong of body, mind, and will. We may not win this battle, but we will send a message through the very rock. A message of defiance. We will not be broken so long as we hold on to hope and to one another. Now, gather behind me, and let me be the first to greet vile Lictor and his soulless order mob.
Scouted a city out here where a bunch of rich prats have holed up. They've been piling up guns and ammo to try and buy off some of the psychos who've been cornering them. But there was a woman there. When the psychos came, I watched her dump the whole loot pile on their heads. Crushed them to death with guns. Alas, after me own heart. Seems like anyone who could pour a half-decent drink on this rock was crushed by the feckin' moonfall. That's an uncornered market right there. Moxie saw a spot within stumbling distance of Pratt City or whatever they call it. Wouldn't mind having a sentry of me own again. Lev, I need your help testing out this bolt tracker. You in bed?
I am.
Ah, so it works.
Wait, are you watching me?
For, testing purposes only.
Here's a test. What am I doing right now?
Well, let's see. Ah, Oh. I'll be over in 5. No, 3.
We were having dinner. Some delicate, endangered bird. The chefs had drowned it in wine and then poached it in the same liquid. You had to eat it under a cloth, ostensibly to catch the subtle aromas, but really it's to hide any shame for what was done to the poor things. So, there I was, the napkin on my head and this innocent plaything on my fork, when I heard it. The roar of fire in the sky. As I pulled the cloth away, I saw the invader move for the first time. It was tearing a hole in the veil above Kairos, and through it, I saw the stars clearly for the first time in my life. We all did.
Levain, I need a favor. I want to join your house.
The fashion house? I'm terribly sorry, but, we're entirely full. Just fresh out of beds, I'm afraid.
Full? I mean, it's not a literal house, right? Plus, you let Pembroke in last week.
Yes, but Pembroke's choices in smoking jacket fabrics are above reproach. Yours are, developing.
Gasp! Yes, I said it out loud. Gasp! Are you saying I'm not fashionable enough for your house?
Quent, darling, what I'm saying is, why, you're simply too strapping and, dare I say, intimidating for the mere fashion house. I envision a new club, entirely for you. How does this sound? Captain Quent of the Electi Defense Society. What do you think?
Oh, I do like the ring of that. Wait, I won't have to fight, will I?
You're recording this, Leader Willem?
For posterity, Lady Levain, it's important that the Electi have a documented history, don't you agree? How else will we remember how we survived the cataclysm and founded Carcadia?
It was hardly my doing. You may as well credit the Timekeeper for cutting us off and stranding us out here. It was the technical and agricultural savvy of you and the other leaders that allowed us to flourish. I merely kept us alive.
Deftly said. Yet many of the Electi treat you with reverence, perhaps even more than they do their house leaders. I fear the other leaders think that you upset the established order of things.
I am but a creature of politics, Leader Willem. As are we all.
I want all of Kairos to know my voice. To hear my call to action against the Timekeeper. I was once like you. Blind, dutiful, subservient. In his name, I put my boot on your neck and demanded order. Now, I ask you to take my hand and climb with me to freedom. I promise, it is yours for the taking. It requires but one simple act. Remove your bolt. Rip yourself free. We wait for you in the burn. Join us. Become a Ripper. The Timekeeper has no hold on us. In shedding our bolts, we are reborn. The risk may frighten you, but there is nothing to fear in fate. For I have seen our destiny, Kairos. We will rise together and defeat the Order. The Timekeeper's reign is ending. Ours is beginning. All it takes to join the future is one rip. Do you feel his presence there, looming in the shadowy recesses? The Timekeeper, always watching, judging, controlling. You serve him ceaselessly, but does he serve you? Which thoughts are yours, and which are his? Do you really know? The Rippers know. On wings of fire, our minds fly free, beyond his control. Join us in the burn.
Some people really are just a depressing sight. Ill-equipped, dim-witted, or indifferent. Feels like a matter of time before someone breaks through and squashes them. Still, I'm almost jealous in a way. They don't have strength or willpower, but is it hope? Ignorance? They seem happy, either way. I wonder what that's like. Dreamlog 201. I was drifting through space like an asteroid, untethered. But I didn't feel free. No. The lack of direction and purpose was overwhelming. Then I began to tremble, caught in the gravity of a distant star. I hurtled toward it, and I knew with my entire being that my cosmic destiny was before me. I just had to welcome it, the impact. So I did. And as relief began to wash over me, I woke, drenched in sweat and gasping for air. That probably doesn't bode well, does it?
Some days I almost miss the Coalition ship. How advanced it was, how functional, how full of murderers. Hey, I said almost. But can you blame me? I've just spent the whole day working on this janky, made-of-garbage ship's thrusters, and don't get me wrong, they're great. Just different than anyone aboard a Coalition ship, that's for sure. But get this. Yesterday, I was running some tests and found a huge spike in iridium from a part of the galaxy that, according to all maps, should be empty space. I'm talking planetary levels of iridium. The Coalition would have jotted it down as an anomaly and moved on, but this crew, they trust me when I say it's worth our time. So, we're going. Listen. Almost everything on me can melt your entire body in less than a second. But I would prefer not to have that visual stuck in my memory. Why not do us both a solid and let me escape?
Captain Moklum says you're the most valuable asset on this ship. You're not going anywhere.
Submit or die. Doesn't sound like much of a choice, does it?
Back in the lab. Hands where I can...
Ah! Ew. It never melts the teeth. But looks like she needed those wisdoms out anyway, so... You're welcome.
A warrior's wage is paid in age, in years they dared not yearn to see. In hearty meals from tended fires, in songs of glory, lutes and lyres, in peace hard-earned in verdant shires, in laughter loud and free. A warrior's due is offered few, despite their work deserving. They break their backs and notched swords on flesh like steel and rage like ice, ne'er giving ground nor thinking twice, till it is they who pay the price, a warrior's just rewards.
Your men are dead, Whiskey Cane. Now let the hostages go.
Typical Rafa. Always looking ahead instead of around. This whole building is rigged to explode. Face it, I've got you right where I want you.
All those old things, I deactivated them hours ago. I hope you don't mind.
I knew you'd take the bait. While you were deactivating the bombs, I implanted each hostage with nanomachines, set to release a neurotoxin. If I don't punch in the code on the hour, everyone dies!
Ha ha ha! And look at the time! It's 12:01 p.m. Tell me, Whiskey, how do you feel?
Ha ha! But how?
Even nanomachines can be bought.
Are you guys done? I'd kind of like to go home now.
Do you think you have what it takes to be a star? You're almost certainly wrong, but don't let that stop you. Come audition for Kairos as a modest amount of talent this Saturday only at what used to be a mall. I think. Fill out the forms, bring proof of your income, and show us what you've got.
Maybe you'll be the next big thing. Or maybe you'll need to sign up for a series of prohibitively expensive classes, workshops, and seminars first. But you'll take them because you can't fathom a life where you're not famous for 1 day longer. And that's exactly what I'm counting on.
Jenny, Jenny, Jenny! How's about a little moo music for the evening rush? Something lively. A dancing crowd's a thirsty crowd.
Yeah, sorry. No, I'm just about to break into the 8 o'clock mock block. That's where I insult these filthy barflies over a sound bed of darnish instrumental funeral dirges.
We can still wipe your drive clean, you know. I reserve the right as bouncer.
You don't have the blarneys, you old bitch.
Oh, supposing I just pull the old hose inside and give the old jukebox a wash then.
Settle in, you miserable lushes. You there, with the stupid hat. You don't really think you're pulling that off, do you? What are you, bald or something? Yeah, you're probably bald. Like an asshole.
All right, it's time for a little man talk. Ladies, go somewhere else for a while. Okay, and the latest gun? Good. Guys, you got to use soap.
I know what you're about to say. The world is over, but I'm sad. I don't care. You are a menace. The amount of times I've been walking about minding my business and when, one, I sniff fumes that could thin paint. Stenches more devastating than an orbital strike. One of you was so bad, the emergency evacuation protocol in my legs activated against my will. I was running for an hour. So please, for me,
You sob.
I'll speak when I want you to listen.
These bolts once meant something. They said I am order, and order is me. I've only ever wanted to make myself worthy of the Timekeeper's gifts. But now my bolt is an ever-present splinter in my flesh, like a ringing in my ears. I wish to be rid of it. That's what Callus did, and so many others in her thrall. There's no way of being safely unbolted. And to rip it out amounts to a coin flip between death and... worse. What's the use of being free if I am no longer... me?
Future leaders of Carcadia, it is important you know how this city was first settled, and how the Electi came to call this place home. In the aftermath of the Cataclysm and Callus's subsequent insanity, the Timekeeper left the people of Carcadia to our doom. What had been designed as an off-season retreat for the aristocracy of Dominion became our permanent shelter. Many perished in the chaos, either torn apart by Callus's screaming horde, or caught in the crossfire of the synths sent to take her down. Still, though we lost much, we regained something in kind. Our humanity. It drove us to survive these dark times. Bit by bit, the houses turned a simple resort into a city. One that I hope, for the sake of future leaders listening, survives the test of time.
Captain Tarples calling in to Leader Yorick. The Timekeeper has tightened his control over the skies. Our ships are being shot down at lower altitude than ever before. Is this a shift in strategy? Is the Timekeeper preparing to invade Carcadia? I fear for the future of the Electi, if that's true. For now, I recommend ground transport unless absolutely necessary. And these crops I'm carrying, they're absolutely necessary. Wish me luck. Tarples out.
Environmental report, number 1127. Our water supply is imperiled. An overabundance of starship wreckage from the invader moon has polluted our key reservoirs. Their toxic components have created an undrinkable, almost syrupy orange waste. We were never so parched when we were with the Order. I will speak with the other leaders and propose we dig deeper wells.
Captain's log. Stardate. Wait, what's the Kyrosian calendrical system again? Ah, whatever. It's Friday somewhere, and you know what that means. Dancing, thumping beats, and If there was any sort of club scene on this almighty robot policeman forsaken rock, it's like these people have never even heard of wubs or unces. Maybe that's how we'll liberate these poor repressed people. Not through guns, but through the power of self-expression. Empowering them through the unbridled exhilaration of rhythmic shaking and sick drops. Oons, 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 wub, 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 Haha, yeah, that's a great plan B. If the guns thing doesn't work, definitely try dance.
Hey babes, I'm back with my new segment, like, what are you even wearing? First, let's discuss those casual girlies. Don't get me wrong, I'm all about the layers, but like, what are you even wearing? You're electy, my darlings. Elevate that fit, bitch. Some dark cherry vibes would go a long way. And don't even get me started on gold accents or that whole black on black monochromatic situation I've been seeing. More of that, please. Of course, I have to mention Callus out there being a literal icon. Shame she's so problematic, though. I guess if you're gonna be fierce, right? Okay, that's all for me today. Remember, babes, elevate that fit.
Oh, sugar. You wanna know why I really tagged along? Well, first off, once a Crimson Raider, always a Crimson Raider. I'm ride or die, baby. And I do love a good ride. But between you and me, a little birdie on Promethea whispered in my ear about a rather substantial debt we all owed. And let's just say, this one wasn't the kind you settle with a check. No, this called for a more personal touch. And honey, have I been more than generous? I've carved out a little slice of paradise for the lost and weary by way of my bar. I've stimulated the populace and economy with some rather enticing distractions. And the tales I've spun of life beyond this rock, well, they've left the locals thirsty for more. So you see, sugar, every day I'm doing my part to shine bright and light the way for the people of Kairos. You've never heard of the Tiger of Partali? Where I come from, everyone knew her name. I once saw her chase down a berserker and his friends because one of them knocked over her drink. That kitten's got claws, no doubt. But I'll always have a soft spot for her. She helped me find something priceless once, and I don't forget favors. Not that I'm too sentimental, sugar. Anyway, Zane, tell our lovely patrons more about our dear friend. And this round's on me.
Quint's Audio Diary, volume, I guess 1? Is this my first introspection? Wow, I thought I was deeper than that. Anyway, I have a fear to share. I worry that I'm maybe not that good at fighting. Crazy, I know. Quint, picture of manly strength, captain of the Electi Defense Society. But I guess my suspicion started when they handed me a rifle, and I kept trying to push the trigger forward to fire it. Took a good month to overcome that reflex. I try to keep things upbeat for morale. I'm a role model and all that. But let's be real, life outside the city stinks. Like, literally stinks. I've left breath mints and body spray out for the Rippers. What did they do with them? Things I thought were anatomically impossible. And I keep chipping nails, and body armor never works in an ensemble. And the uniforms are all low thread count, which is skin murder. It's discouraging, but I'm going to keep at it. Keep fighting on. Why? Because I can't let Levain down. Because I can't let the Electi down. And most important of all, because I think I look really good in a helmet. Smell that, Rippers.
Filth-teeth, you survived! How epic was that fight against the Order?
So incredible! I swear I was right next to the Ripper Queen when she masked up Noxbite. Best moment of my life!
Hell yeah! Then she was all, and crushed the synth like, whoosh! And while that gold-faced, yellow-bellied timekeeper just stood on the hill
still looking all shadowy and mad.
Did you really think we'd be scared of a bunch of synths standing in lines? We're immune to line-based intimidation.
Such an expensive battle, though. A big splash and then a stalemate. It's kind of like... For what?
For what? Are you kidding? It was awesome! You're here, aren't you?
I am Pietro, and I am likely about to die for a fiction. I hope these echoes will mark a safe path for those sacrifices who come after me. Getting closer now. The so-called demon rumbles from within the mountain's depths. I'm surprised to find myself giddy. Maybe I'm wrong, and the mountain and its contents truly are divine. I wouldn't mind being proven wrong. More likely, I'll prove there is nothing supernatural about this mountain. Just a lot of steep drops and angry creatures. Apologies in advance, Calder. Well, there's definitely something down here. Explains why no one has ever come back from this trip. But is it a literal demon? Only one way to find out. If I can kill it, I can prove all this to the Council as the superstition that it is. Or that it probably is. This is a message for my brother. You were wrong. It's not a demon. Just a big, hungry creature. But I was wrong, too. I never thought a creature of this majesty possible. I don't think the mountain is a god. But I get it now. Standing in the shadow of something so grand, I see how one might worship. How fear of this thing brought us all together. Our love for the mountain kept us warm. I will try to defeat this demon. I don't believe I will succeed, but I do believe that if anyone can find a way to end this cycle of pain, it's you, Calder.
The mountain is with me. The mountain wishes me success. If I am unworthy, the mountain will punish me. But I am not unworthy. Apart from the time I kicked that dog, I am not unworthy.
We heard sounds in the night. Something loud, even over the rush of the water. Whatever lies at the source of the river, may the mountain keep it far from me. Whatever fool dug this mine shaft did not listen to the mountain. The rock is wrathful here. We have boarded it shut to keep others from angering it further. Something is living here. We are unequipped to deal with it now. Any future delves will need to use a power core to access the door.
Stupid door! You think you're tough, huh? I'll break you like you broke my drill. I'll tear you down piece by piece until there's nothing left. You hear me? Nothing. Update. Okay, there is a lot left. All of you, in fact. I bet you think that's funny, Door. You like mocking me with your smug door face. I'll break you. I swear I will. Success. I've breached you at last, Door. Emotionally, I mean. That's right, you're still sealed, but I got your number. I put a head on you, and you didn't pull it off one bit. All the other doors are laughing. You'll never live it down. Later, Door. I told you I'd destroy you.
If you're hearing this, I'm dead. Inconvenient, certainly, but the fault rests with me and the timekeeper alone. From the moment I stepped back into the city, I knew I'd need to account for the possibility. As such, I've left you and the Crimson Resistance a parting gift in a location called the Data Dump. Trust your friends to help you, Vault Hunter. And good luck.
You get those gummy threshers I asked for? I held up my end of the deal.
Indeed. It amuses me that satisfying your sweet tooth was all it took to doom the Electi.
Oh, I'll do whatever you want for the right candy. Everyone thinks I'm only about the chunks, but it's chew I really crave. Guns will be on their way by tomorrow.
Splendid. And the looks on the leaders' faces when they see the Electi
docks repair costs in this economy? Just set the empties here and get the rest to the sea base before Meat Me chunks us all. Wait, is the recorder on? Damn it!
I know you've hit your head more than a few times, so I'll record this for you. No napping, no leaving for snacks. Stay here while I'm down there. Got it, idiot?
Report. This wreckage is no longer a viable scavenge location for any useful components, tech, or parts. Personal note. Digging through the skeletal remains of a ship when our own launch is so close is unnerving. Keep thinking about the day I crashed here. Can't help feeling it was my fault. Gotta shake it. Can't let the fear get under my skin. Not when they're counting on me. Report. Weather's eaten away at these drive parts, but a few may be worth testing. Maybe I'll... Wait. Is that... a crane up there? Someone's found something worth finding. Heading over to check it out. Personal note. Maybe it's not the launch itself I'm worried about. Maybe it's not knowing how far we'll need to travel before we can transmit Kairos' coordinates. Could be years, just drifting. All of it riding on me.
I don't get it. Why not just cut both fires at the same time? That's how Turbo gets shit done double time, baby! Woo!
Just do it like I said. I'll be there soon.
No one tells Turbo what to do. Especially not some chick. Turbo does things Turbo style.
I don't have the time or crayons to explain everything to you.
You got that right. Turbo's got a friggin' bomb to calibrate, so quit nagging me and buzz off, bitch! We're making match!
Turbo! You here? Oh, there you are. And over there. And a bit everywhere. Great.
Just gotta bypass the hexadecimal server port wall and inject my encrypted malware byte string into their command line mainframe, and I'm in.
Nice going. I don't know how you did it.
Yeah, thanks.
No, seriously. I have no idea how you did that. Walk me through it.
You want me to...
Just the top level notes, yeah.
Well, I mean, that's like trade information, you know? Well, you want to put me out of a job? Come on, Jim.
Doesn't have to be super detailed, just like, what's a hexadecimal server port wall? And, what was it? Encrypted malware byte string?
Right. You see, the thing about that is... Oh no, somebody else, definitely not me. Must have tripped the alarms.
Shit, all right. You work your magic here, I'll round up the crew and get us out of this mess.
I'm on it. Oh, that was close.
Please, just let me and my mother go. You'll never see us again. Isn't that what you want?
How like an electee to presume rather than listen. Your mistake was ever thinking you were in a position to negotiate.
Please, just kill me and be done with it.
No. You pampered lordlings are always so eager to beg when you realize you can't win the fight. It's pathetic. What I want is for you to live a long life, knowing this was all your fault.
Stop! Naheli, what are you doing? Our families were supposed to work together to protect our people. We were supposed to protect each other. How could you sacrifice us to that horrible woman? Naheli, I loved your family like they were my own. You have to believe me. Please get me a medic before it's too late.
So eager to beg when you realize you can't win the fight. I know you disabled our defenses. Why?
Business is business, okay? It wasn't personal. How did you escape?
She wanted me to live.
Why?
I don't know. Mom, I found out who betrayed us, and I confronted him. He confessed, and then I let him go. For now, I wish I could take comfort in knowing why, but it doesn't change anything. I can't change anything. I just miss you all so much. And I wish you were here. I think something happened. When Callus took you all away, she did something to me, Mom. It's like... if I'm going to survive this, alone, empty, I have to think like she did. I have to do what she would have done.
Milady, the staff are on pace to begin the festivities. There's just a question regarding the catering.
I told you I would be taking care of the catering. Unless you think your skills are better.
No, milady.
Then why don't you quit shivering and do the only thing you're good at? Obey me! I'm glad to see you received my invitation and decided to join me. Welcome to my awful feast. Is there a cut you prefer?
Naheli, your bolt looks like it's been slipping. Why don't you let me fix it? Then we can untie these people and clean all this up.
People? You mean the main course?
You can't expect me to eat them.
Why not? The weak shall be divided for the consumption of the strong. It's nothing personal. You certainly know about that.
Subject number 1418's mental decline is notable, if expected. Subject claims to have seen, quote, countless faces made of shadow and flame, end quote. Again, nothing like the world I seek. This marks the 5th destination that has racked the subject with terror and utter despair. His decline will require the acquisition of new subjects to replace him. Subject number 1015 has completed his trek into 37 worlds without issue. Subject claims to have seen a world made of waffles. One where all travel is completed via water slide, and one with animals who speak in limericks. While all have been frankly shockingly positive, none are what I seek. I got it! The Exo-Rift works! It finally works! Years of research and development, and now success! What's that? Oh, no, I haven't forgotten. I will find it. I promise. Once I spread the word, it'll be hours before we know it. I'll begin with the nearby grazers. Surely they would welcome an offer to leave Kairos behind for a better world. Or any world. That's it! After all this time toiling away in obscurity, suffering the small-minded cretins here, I've achieved total Rift integrity! Kick me out of the research group, will you? Call me unstable, eh? Eat my clearly labeled lunch in the fridge, huh? Well, no more! Lunch is mine, and it tastes interplanetary! someone X plus Y equals death, and they'll avoid doing the one thing that would save them. It's almost sad to watch. Almost.
Power up the targeting towers again! If we don't break up these moon rocks before they hit, they'll crater half the region!
Commander Callus, they're not ready yet. They can't fire that quickly.
I'll take a half-charge shot over being crushed to death! Fire it!
The Timekeeper's orders are to abort!
Damn the Timekeeper! We're too late. Take cover! Dead. All dead. But I saw something up there. I saw a woman. She looked like me.
I want a full report on the damage to Carcadia.
Get out of my head!
What's this? Callus, you've never been one to resist my order. You may enjoy a long leash as one of my commanders. But don't forget, that bolt in your head means you are an extension of my will.
If that's true, then I must rip the veils from my eyes and rip you from my flesh.
Zadra assured me that would be fatal.
It was. I am reborn. And I am free! I still feel it inside my skull. That metal. The golden chill of surrender. As my own nerves betrayed me and let him in. I wish I could pull it out all over again. Hurt him with my agony. But pain is only part of the proving. If I am to become that woman in the sky, the burning one, I must be more. We must be more. I must make them see what I have seen.
Rippers, I know you got enough brain left to remember one password. The first part is honk shoe. Honk shoe. Get it right. All units, prepare for incoming prisoners, and if you forget the password, you know who's gonna rip out the rest of your spinal column? Me. Get it?
If you're hearing this, you are a pawn in a lethal psychosexual riddle game between my husband and me. And can I just say, thank you. Nothing could liven up our marriage more than killing us outright. Now we can rail each other eternally in the afterlife.
Day 4, maybe 5 of watch. It's just me and Emil here now. He's okay at the moment, but he's starting to panic. The rest of the team went to find a way out. I know they can get past most of those rippers, but there's one I'm not so sure about. We saw it eating Ordinite when we first realized they were in here with us. The next time we saw it, something had changed. It was bigger and off, if that makes sense. We just gotta hold out a little longer, that's all. They'll get out and come back with help. They will. I have to believe they will. Emil, where did you go? You know
here somewhere. The thing will tear you apart if it gets its hands on you. Emil!
Hey, Emil! Is that you?
Oh, no. That monster. Oh, Emil, I'm so sorry.
Why did you have to... Wait. What was that? Who's there? Who's there?
Pod's eyes were wrong. They were blank, but bright. He took the pliers, fixed him on his pinky nail, and yanked. Ripped another and another. I ran to him, grabbed his hands, tried to stop the bleeding, tried to calm him down, but he was calm. He smiled, pushed me to the ground, and his eyes came alive, and Pod was back, just for a moment. Just to stare at the bloody nubs of his fingers, screaming. Until he was quiet again. Calm. Smiling. Blank and bright. Then I knew. Really knew. The timekeeper had found us. It was over. Bad was gone. Arla's family burned. We four lads are all we've got, and we haven't enough hands left to hold these guns. But one day, the time will come to dig them up. It has to come. It will.
Haven't got long. If you find this, finish my work. There's something alive up there. In the heavens. If you finish my antenna, I know we can bring it down to Kairos. Communicate with it. Learn from it. Please, finish what I started.
These scientists lied to me. They're not doing what they promised. One of the other guys, he went in and just exploded. They made him explode. There were parts of him everywhere. And I'm next. What if it happens to me? I don't want to die. I made it through the experiment. Somehow. I thought I was going to burst. It was horrible. The pain. It was unlike anything I've ever felt. Like it was going to tear me apart. Like my soul was being severed. Oh, God. I think they're going to make me go in there again. It's getting better. The pain seems manageable now. Maybe because I'm stronger. I know I'm stronger. I can sense a power growing. But it's almost like the greater the power, the emptier I feel. Like there's a void inside of me. Will I ever feel whole again?
This is the log documenting experiment number 1710. The subject has entered the containment field. Phase energy processing is beginning now. Subject is our best candidate so far. Subject is quickly showing signs of increased power and size. No. Look it down! Stop it now!
The power I felt as I dismembered those scientists. The blood and destruction. Now I realize that that was what I wanted all along. I want more. But all the power is gone. Only the void remains. I want to feel whole again. I want the power returned. I have to go back. But I can't fight all those auto guards like this. No. Maybe someone else. Maybe I can find someone else to clear the way for me.
Just repeat what I told you.
Hi. Since Beto gone, we do new initiation to join
the half-class gang.
Yes, must prove worth. Go to Synth Factory and take the Ordinite. Bring to me.
Remember the password.
Yes. Say, sparkle on, gorgeous. Then I let in.
End hard. Try to scare him.
Love you too.
And the geezers?
Still consistent. No complaints.
See if you can find the new runner anyway. They're good, but, too good. That Sue could take out a lot of my rippers if she turned on us. It's just not worth that kind of risk.
Understood. I think I already have some leads.
Good. Once their replacements are squared away, let's bring them into the fold. Wouldn't want to be wasteful.
I do good, boss.
Exceptional. You're a good boy. How do you feel? You hurt?
No, not hurt bad. Just a little.
Why don't you go ahead and get some rest then, son? You've earned it. I've got to take care of my rippers if they're gonna take care of me, right?
Right. You are best dad boss.
Thank you. When you get back, keep your eye on your brand new sister. She looks like she's going to survive treatment. Make sure she gets a gun when she's feeling better.
Okay.
I am a genius! Huh? My traps confound everyone. Even me. They're that brilliant. Anyway, in case I'm, not in the mood to solve it, the correct door is, this puzzle always gets me. I'm such a genius that I confound my own genius. Okay, from left to right. The order to open the chests is second, fifth, fourth, first, third. Write it down so you don't need to use up another first aid kit. 2, 5, 4, 1, 3. Day 8 of me stuck in my own maze. My brilliance is just too much sometimes. It doesn't go up, up, down, down, left, right. No, that's something else. When I get out of here, I'm going to leave veggies on the ground as clues to myself as to where to go. If I get out of here. I know I'll never forget something as basic as where the exit is, but better safe than, well, burning alive in my own fire trap. The correct door is on the left.
I know what you're thinking about.
I made it out. I'm gonna get help and come back for all of you. I'll find someone. Just hang on.
Aren't you tired? Tired of fighting for survival every day? Tired of the haze of oppression that has engulfed this planet? Aren't you tired of Kairos? Ah, but there is hope. My name is Francis Oddman, and I can help you escape. Come to the coordinates embedded in this log. Together,
we can leave this place behind and find paradise.
If you're hearing this, I've gone to meet my maker. Sorry, I had something in my throat. I meant I've gone to make more liquor. Just over at the farm grabbing a few things for the pot. Then I'll be right back. Or I won't. Suck it.
My name is Nereid, and I am many things. A protector, a sister, a siren. But above all else, right now, I'm lost. I can only hope that by looking back on the circumstances of my arrival, I might find some clue that will lead to my escape. It started, as these mysteries so often do, with a vault. I can only hope it will end differently. I fell through the arch into a sea of green grass and warm breeze. There was no return portal. I don't think that's by accident. I could fool myself into thinking it was because no one would want to leave a paradise such as this. But a siren knows a cage when she sees one. This planet is beautiful, teeming with life, fertile and ferocious in equal measure. But it is also empty of any human presence. I've shouted from hilltops, lit signal fires, left messages in every language I know on every high place I passed. Nothing. If this planet is a prison, it's sorely lacking in prisoners. I've had no lack of food and water since I arrived. My old life prepared me well for survival, but my powers have added another need. As a leech, it seems, I must feed regularly. I coaxed a small animal out from the hollow knot of a tree. A forager, like me. The way it darkened, turned hard. I think I will try to leech from the tree next time. Imagine my surprise when, after leeching a sip of life from a great tree, I felt the warmth of a sister. Another siren. One who had touched the very same tree, who had fed on the same life. But I'm here now, with the power that was hers. Which means she's gone. I have no doubt this world was her grave. Imagine my surprise when, after leeching a sip of life from a... There is something else in the life here. I can taste it sometimes after leeching. Somehow it always leaves me hungrier. For someone who feeds through the bonds of the phase, it's almost intoxicating. I haven't eaten real food in days. I need to find the source of this soon, or I may wither to nothing. I've lost count of the days. It's somewhere in the hundreds, and I have nothing to show for it. Why am I still here? Why keep going? As one of only 6 sirens in the universe, I always assumed there was some meaning in it. But here, my powers are pointless. What good is the power to feed if I can't grow? I've left the grasslands to explore the mountain range. It's freezing, and the wind tears at my thin cloak. But there is less to leech up here. The abundance was killing me. I've also found evidence of life. Ancient life. Civilization, even. Unfamiliar glyphs, artifacts. But now, no one remains. I spend my days scouring for relics of the ones who lived here. They may hold answers to the mystery of this place. Perhaps even a way to escape. The craftsmanship is reminiscent of the vault arch I came through, if not an exact match. They are made of something peculiar. A golden metal. At first touch, it felt familiar. It is that same withering I feel when I leech life on this planet. This metal. This is the cause. But I have little use for something hungrier than I. Unless I need a quick way to end things.
Yesterday, I attempted something I have seen my more experienced Siren sisters use to communicate. I opened my mind, called out to them. My hope was to reach Iris. I've seen her step from one planet to another in a moment and a flash of fire. Instead, I heard nothing but my own voice, rebounding, amplified to a scream. I spent most of yesterday paralyzed from psychic shock, watching the shadows crawl past me. As I lay in the grass, I realized I will die here, alone. The only notice of my passing will be a girl somewhere out there in the universe, looking down at her skin and seeing tattoos that weren't there the moment before. It was at that moment I noticed another shadow, moving against the others. There is someone else here. I saw the other again from a distance, loping along a high path, the setting sun at their back. They were little more than a smudge against the brilliant gold. I raised my hand in greeting, and their long shadow extended its own in reply. And then they vanished, as though the sun itself swallowed them up. I awoke to find him watching me, the sun again to his back, the shadow. He stood there, silent, his shadow tracing the minutes along the ground. Then he spoke, the way a thundercloud speaks. He asked me what my purpose in being here was. I told him I'd come by accident. He turned to the sun, stared at it, as if daring it to blink. Then he shook his head and left. For some reason, I didn't think to follow him. The shadow visited again today. He asked in that inhuman voice if I required anything. I laughed and said all I need is a way off the planet. He did not laugh. He said he wanted to show me something. He led me out of my shelter and pointed to a far-off stone, huge and unnaturally straight. He must have moved it there himself. A gift, he called it. He said I couldn't plan for the future without marking my past. That I must plan my life here. Then he left. I believe I have met my jailer. A veil shrouds this planet. It dims the stars and, I suspect, hides it from the outside world. I now realize this was what blocked my call to Iris. My voice is too weak to pierce this veil. For now. I must find a source of power that does not sap me. The Shadow knows I cannot call for help, but he doesn't know my strength. I realized something about the strange golden metal in the artifacts. Though it absorbs power at the touch, that energy must be collected inside. If I can find a way to access all that power, I will need a great amount of it to pierce the veil, and these artifacts are mere trinkets. I have a plan now. I will not die here. I've gorged myself, fed on every source of life and power in my path. There is fire behind my eyes. My marks glow and spark like a brand in the rain. The Shadow knows my plan, or enough to guess, anyway. He means to starve me. The beasts have been slaughtered, which once ran free and wild through these lands. The trees, whose roots gripped this soil for centuries, lay torn and gasping on the ground. Even the stones bear the scars of his savagery. But in the rifts of these wounds, I feel the faintest shimmer of gold scraped off his claws. The Shadow hides his light, but I will burn it out of him. Name yourself, Shadow.
Timekeeper.
Why do you imprison me here?
That is my purpose.
No. Your purpose is to be my beacon!
Let go. What are you trying to do?
Iris! Hear me! Find me! Bring me home!
No! A failure? Oh, humans are resourceful. I will have to keep closer watch.
Go ahead. Beg for my attention.
I did it. Holy shit. I'm actually out. Okay. Rewind. My name's RJ. I've lived my whole life in the slums of Dominion City. Worked at the sorting station till my fingers bled. Fantasized every day about escaping. And I just did. I was working my shift when the frickin' moon fell out of the sky. Ground shaking, dust everywhere, and in the chaos, I grabbed the foreman's echo device and just ran. Thought for sure my bolt would get zapped, but this echo dude seems to be hiding me from the timekeeper. And now I'm gonna do what I've always dreamed about. Become a vault hunter and help others rise up against that gold-faced bastard. So if you want to fight back too, look for my sign. I'll give you whatever tips I can about Kairos. Hey, good luck. We're both gonna need it. You know, now that I'm actually free, I've been asking myself why I want to be a vault hunter. You know, it's one thing to fantasize about being a treasure-hunting killer when you're trapped in a 14-hour factory shift and just trying to mentally escape. But it's a whole other thing to actually do it. 'Cause vault hunting's not all loot and gun smoke, you know? It's exhausting. You've always got a target on your back. Something always wants to kill you. So why not just run somewhere safe and hide away? I'll tell you why. Because I've spent my whole life dreaming of freedom. Hiding out? That's not freedom. That's just another way of letting the timekeeper control me. No, the best way to show I'm free of that bastard is to do the one thing he hates most. Vault hunting. And I promise you, I'll keep at it until one of us is dead. Hey there, future VH. RJ again. Figured as long as I'm showing you the ropes, I should show you the town too. First off, if you're in Dominion City, my condolences. I spent decades thinking of nothing but escaping this big hunk of urban decay. But if you're out to smash the timekeeper, I guess you can't avoid his home turf. Now, Dominion's got 3 main districts, each of them themed after the other regions of Kairos. Kind of like the world's saddest theme park. There's the Terminus District, the Burn District, and my old stomping grounds, the Fades. Home of, you guessed it, the slums. The whole city's infested with order. But there are good people here too. People who are trapped just like I was. Think of them while you burn the timekeeper's engines to the ground. All right, future VH. Time for an RJ anthropology lesson. Fade Fields edition. I'll bet you want to get off Kairos, huh? Everybody does. But the locals in the Fade Fields really want out. So much so that they even call themselves the Outbounders. The Outbounder crew basically lives to scrap. Mostly by scavenging for parts they can use to build a spaceship and blast off this rock. But they're also pretty slick at scrapping with the Order, guerrilla style. That makes them sound kind of intense, but they're actually the chillest people on Kairos. Especially their leader, Rush, who's basically a human ray of sunshine. A ray of sunshine that could crush your skull in his bare hands, but still. The sad truth, though, is that no matter how many ships the Outbounders build, they aren't getting past the Order's orbital defenses. But that's where heroes like us come in, right? Kill the Timekeeper, free the Outbounders, and everyone on Kairos. Hey there, it's your friendly tour guide, RJ again, taking you on a delightful audio tour of the scenic wonder known as the Fade Fields. This place is alright, I guess, if you're into grass, and, not the fun kind, like literal grass. The Fade Fields are sort of like Kairos' heartland. A lot of farms, a lot of people, grazers we call them, forced by the Order to work on those farms. The Order produces tons of power out here too, also at gunpoint. Are you sensing a pattern? Until we kick Order bastards like Idolater Saul to the curb, none of us will be free.
And we're back with another edition of Kairos' favorite, extremely specific podcast, Aspiring Vault Hunter Survival Tips with RJ. Honestly, if you've made it this far, you've probably managed to fend off a whole lot of creatures bent on killing you. Wildhorns, Cratch, Threshers, they all get real cranky out here in the Fade Fields. But I want to give a special shout out to the Manglers, because, like, the name is appropriate. Those jerks are out to rip your face off. So here's my #1 tip. When you run into a pack of Manglers, keep a good distance. That way it's harder for them to pounce or bite or slash with those sharp-ass claws. Ugh. Trust me, you and your unripped off face will thank me later. RJ here with another Kairos anthropology lesson. You want to get anything done in the Terminus range, you're going to end up working with the Augurs. But trust me, you're never going to work as hard as the Augurs. These folks throw themselves body and soul into serving the mountain. And I don't just mean by mining it for Ordinite, which, needless to say, the Timekeeper takes his massive cut of. To the Augurs, the mountain's also a deeply spiritual entity, almost like a god. So you don't joke about the mountain with an Augur. To be honest, don't try joking with Augurs at all, because they're a serious, disciplined people. Big on rules and on loyalty to their clave, which is what they call their clans. Honestly, they're such civilized folk, it's tough to believe a monster like Vile Lictor came from their ranks. But I guess every tree has rotten fruit, right? And the next stop on our scenic tour of Kairos is the staggering Terminus Range. The best place on the planet to freeze your you-know-what's-off. Seriously, I know we're badass vault hunters and all, but wear some mittens around here if you don't want your trigger finger turning to ice. These mountains are where the Order gets its all-important Ordinite, by enslaving the local Augurs into mining it for them, naturally. And the worst part of that bargain? Vile Lictor. The Timekeeper's commander around these parts is an Augur himself who betrayed his own people in a crazy play for power. Weird dude, Lictor, even as megavillains go. Hides himself away doing secret research on Maker knows what. I can't wait to see that bastard go down. Every Vault Hunter has their least favorite baddie, right? For some, it's Cratch, swooping at your head when it's dark, or Manglers, on account of all the, the mangling they do. Me? I hate creeps. And they're all over the Terminus Range. Sure, one creep, no big deal. But that's the thing. It's never one creep. It's always dozens of them. And what makes it worse is how they work together. Because they're technically plants. They're all the same organism. And you look at them and they know things. The scientists call what creeps do mutualism. Helping each other for mutual benefit. What I like to call it is plain creepy. It's like a whole damn salad came to life and wanted to eat you instead. Ugh. I just lost my appetite. RJ again, chief anthropologist at Kairos Super Illegal Vault Hunter Academy. You made it to Carcadia Burn. So let's talk about the Electi people. The Electi. I feel for those folks, but they make it hard, Just picture it. For their whole lives, they're snuggled up in the Order's lap of luxury, then wham! The moon comes crashing down, their home goes to hell, and the Order decides it's easier to cut them off than to help them out. So now, these posh Electi are trying to hack it in the literal asshole of Kairos. Only, they didn't learn too many life skills sipping bubbly by their infinity pools. And most of them still treat you like the help, even though they're the ones who need helping. Ugh. So, if you gotta deal with the Electi, seek out Levane. She's the only one in Carcadia who seems to have her head screwed on straight. The charming vistas of Carcadia Burn, the most placid and picturesque region on Kairos. Just kidding. This place sucks. It's hot, dry, littered with debris from the Moonfall Cataclysm, which really tore this area a new one, and the Rippers! You can't throw a heap of pangolin shit around here without hitting a Ripper encampment made out of, I don't know, razor blades and kitten skulls. What I hear? Carcadia Burn is where they make Rippers, they being the blood-soaked loony who calls herself the Ripper Queen. All in all, not exactly the top tourist destination on Kairos, but a great place for a vault hunter to make an impact. Welcome back to RJ's Wild World of Kairos Carcadia Burn Edition. Today's topic, the mighty pangolin. Yeah, so these thick-skinned jerks are gonna harass you all over Carcadia. And here's the funny thing, they don't want to eat us. All pangolins are after is insects, but they get super defensive, especially around their young. And that armor, ugh. I tried punching it once, almost broke my hand. So here's a pro tip. When a pangolin balls up, focus on taking its armor down fast. It may just save your life, or at least your dignity.